Greetings to the IDMS Kings and Queens. Welcome to Natural Vibrations. I am Carl the Yarker. Today is a beautiful day, so I express gratitude to the Most High Creator and I give thanks for this experience. On this day, I would like to discuss the state of sex in this world. Now, a few people might dislike what I'm about to say, and those that really seeking to know themselves will understand that what I'm saying is well accurate. Now, it is scientifically proven that women have the ability to procreate without man, bring a new soul into existence without the intervention of a brother. Right? So, the mean that sex was not necessary in our species up at some point in the existence of our species. Somewhere along the path of creation or life living, the men them convince the sisters them, or the queens, the kings them convince the queens, to share this experience of procreation with them. So the queens them accept them as a part of this flow, and set them body start naturally set in a way that it is now necessary for the intervention of a man for a new soul coming into existence. So sex was the purpose. Sex was originally created or shared or experienced as a physical and spiritual experience to bring about a new soul. But the sisters, them, the queens, have the ability to procreate without the intervention of a brother. But they still decide somewhere along life path to share this experience with the kings, them, right? Now, after this experience was shared for the purpose of consciousness, the kings them structures started to drop. What was once king start turn to man or men, because they get caught up in the experience known as the orgasm or the ejaculation or cum or whatever you would like to call it, But the spilling of energy was enticing to men. So they start come up with multiple ways how to drain themselves of this energy while experiencing this experience. While trying to satisfy themselves on more than one unnatural level, them start carried to the queens them now. Carried to the sisters them, telling this, bringing about the sisters them into anal, oral, and a set of other things. After that wasn't enough, after them don't disconnect the sisters them physically, right, and spiritually from creation, because what ones don't know, right, is that you see the anus have a very, very, very close link to your your root chakra. To your root chakra. Now your root chakra is responsible for your grounding, communication between creation and the sisters them. So when you go and unnaturally involve it in sex, you disconnect the link. Then the throat chakra is responsible for your expression, and your power within this reality, because your words is your power. You take that away from the sisters them. There's still not enough. They in labs now coming up with synthetic ways to satisfy the eye themselves sexually. In labs, set of synthetic ways the eye them coming up with. Just to spill the energy, still that is not enough. Now that the men them come up with ways that sex or the energy that comes or generates within sex can be spilled unnaturally through synthetic ways, both for male and for female. These things was invented by men. No woman sit down in no lab and come up with no dildo wire. Some insecure man sit down somewhere and come up with that. No woman sit down in no lab and come up with no synthetic vagina. No woman a man does make these things, and like the item not pay attention, however, them take sex away from the queen them. Now watch what them try to do now. They in labs cloning. Experimenting with unnatural ways to bring about a new flesh into existence. They can't bring about a new soul, so them experimenting on ways to bring about a new flesh. Because the responsibility of bringing a new soul into existence was given to the queens of the sort, and them could never take that way, but them trying to bring about flesh. But when them establish cloning to such a level that it could be applied worldwide or generally amongst the species, right, then the sisters them or the queens of this earth, I would not like to see what them brothers gonna put her through, man. Because if the item still got so much of power presently and being treated this way, yeah, because y'all check the world, watch how much broken and damaged women it got that was broken by men. Yeah, by men who fool them, promise them a set of things that never do I. By lying to them because there is weight, you deceive the sisters them to such a level that you break them life. And you move on and go on to someone else who do the same thing. Now, in this world where the sisters them still got the ability to procreate because man can't do the species that depend on them, and still them depend on the sisters them for please them sexually because enough of them can't afford the synthetic ties them. Right? But what's gonna happen when it is affordable? What's gonna happen when them take away the sisters them out of the creation aspect of life, whereby them cloning, so the species don't really need no new soul, it don't got new flesh. You know, what's gonna happen then? Yeah, what's gonna happen to the item as queens when the virgin them take away all the power the item got in this world presently? You not see? Yeah, the item not see that something naturally wrong with the direction that these brethren carry you as queens of the sort. I want the item look in the item soul, because I know to no woman not comfortable experiencing anal nor oral, none. Right here, just that she tells herself that this is the only thing that she could do to keep a man. Right here. But I will tell you them, they say anytime you see a man and a woman come together, it's only for ignorance, it's only for destruction. But when you see a king and a queen come together, it's for creation and it's for consciousness, and the item got born out looking for man. Yeah, it and start seek some kings in this reality. And when I mean king, a brethren gotta be Rasta, a brethren gotta be Christian, a brethren gotta be Hindu, nor Muslim. A brethren just got conscious enough of his purpose and your purpose and his role and your role. Yeah, it and be strong enough for live according to his knowledge. Yeah, it. That is what king is. Yeah, it is. Because them youth dissatisfied. I realize that the men them are said that the women them incapable of being faithful, can't hold it up at all. Yeah, it is. And guess is why? Because them break down your structure to such a level that you have got no consciousness of self. I know the idea of feel away when I tell the idea that they're not conscious of self, right? But why I'm going to say this, because any sister that conscious of self will not go down on her knee for no one eye. Any sister that conscious of self will not expose what was created to pass out waste and put it up as a part of sex. No sister that conscious of self wouldn't do these things. Yeah, it and you see the brethren them that do it. I don't know if I realize two kings of this sort, that while the item break down the structure of the sisters, the item and all getting stupid. Because the item not even recognize when to show love. The item not even recognize when to be kind. The item not even recognize when to be polite, when to be nice. I sit down on a bridge and I hear some brethren, some sisters pass, and I hear the brethren and I call them, yo, what happened, cockroach? And them girls turn and look and smile up and walk, and I see, watch them, man, something wrong. And the problem is the status, sex, and queens of the earth. Them need to fix this, because this is the item responsibility. Because if y'all don't do it now, a time gonna come when whether y'all do it or not, it no matter. Because them brethren gone gone past you. You see, watch how much broken women are. Watch how much fatherless children. Watch now, man. 90% of the trouble in this world is caused by sex. If you check the internet, 70% of the things on the internet is based on sex. And they them not see that this is a problem within the species. I need to fix this thing. Not even we. I could only live conscious. The queens them need to hold one head within this reality. yeah, it is, and defend the them territory, defend the them purpose and the them cause. Or I could sit down and the brethren in lab, I try for clone and I act like this normal. Or I could sit down and the brethren them make synthetic thing to please themselves and I act like this normal. Yeah, it is. Watch. Until next time on Natural Vibrations, I am Carla Yako. Blessed love to the item as kings and queens. Blessed love. And I pray, queens, gather the item self, man. Gather the item self.